as I just got out the shower and laying here bucket naked. I was going down that rabbit hole with this on wig and stuff, and I ended up commenting because I watched the whole video and commented, and I wish I wouldn't have commented, but I did, and so then I was watching T.S. Madison be named Logo Legend, and I got a couple of minutes in, um, and I stopped watching because I said, if you watch too long, you're gonna have to comment. Do you really want to comment? I don't want to comment. I'm gonna leave my comment at congratulations. But it was today has been a beautiful day for me with all the messages, the singing, people inboxing me singing, people making people sending money to my PayPal, and that I mean like just people showing up in different ways just to be a blessing. Like that's it's it's just been amazing. I had a hour and a half long conversation with my cousin Tisha earlier today when I woke up. My mama called me and told me happy birthday. My cousins and my sisters text me. I was on the phone with my uncle for an hour and a half. I talked to my daddy. Um, yeah, it was just a rich day. I had some challenging moments within the day, but overall, people checking on me, singing songs and speaking life to me and encouraging me, and incantations of joy and prosperity in my life. I didn't get as many people wish me a happy birthday as I've had in years prior, but the quality of the messages and what people were saying to me and what people were saying about me, and that was just it was worth the minimizing and just the random happy birthdays to the intentions that people were putting on their birthday wishes for me and their solar returns to me. And so for that, I am extremely grateful. I wanted to touch on a conversation that I had with my cousin Rifaz, and the conversation was talking about um how how I am one of one. And I think that would be the way in which that I could relate to Beyonce. A lot of people say they are one of one, but I've literally been on multiple phone calls. Um, I mean, multiple Zoom calls. You know, I graduated from two cohorts this year, graduated from two, and these are not the only rooms that I have been in. And in every room that I'm in, I'm the only being who started off with male genitalia, um, got a complete sex change, went through the whole process, and uses they them pronouns. Um, beings who have not went that far, they they still want they she pronouns. And I was telling my cousin this because melanin, because we are the root, we pack a lot, and sometimes the way that it's packed, honey, can give you break because there's so much, it's so much vitamin and protein and muscle and melanin and all these things just packed into, that melanated body. And sometimes it be so much packed in there that's going to, look lovely over time, 'cause it'll give slight brick tease. Will give a slight brick tease. And so a lot of us, because we come from that brick narrative, and they would never give us she, we want that she. we'll fight our whole life for that she, and I don't, I understand, because I'm a soft girl, but you know what I'm saying? I know what it was like to be built like a T, to have a fat ass, but to be shaped. And so, I have my T-shaped moments. I would have my and we were so ashamed of having the muscles and not wanting to look, we was ashamed of, having that toned and that athletic body. And right now, I would love it. I would love it. But baby, I didn't like it when I was young, honey. None of us dark skinned athletic girls or girls who was whether you was light skinned or dark or whatever, you ain't want to be no brick. We didn't want to be no bricks. And so now being in the spaces, there are a lot of XX beings who are born with wombs, beings who are born with vaginas, who will call themselves they them, have not physically changed anything and will embrace that they them. There are a lot of beings who are born with wombs who will say they them in them spaces. But I have never been in a space with another girl who was post-op, who had come from that narrative, who was saying they them. Like who came from my narrative. Now, the younger girls of this generation, they are saying it. But, you know, the older girls who've been through all of that, them girls that's not relinquishing they she. And so when I say I'm one of one, that's not me bragging. That's just what it is. And I think about I think about how when I was younger, I was telling my cousin today how even before I had the surgery, I never used to like to walk around with my piece, hanging. I always tucked. And that was one of the things that I was known for was being able to tuck. I could literally um I could literally hide my penis and I could turn around, bend over, spread my legs and everything, and you would never see that girl. You would never, I could hide that girl, baby. I done hid that girl while I was in the dance competition with females, or, when I was on stage at Papa Joe's, or, dancing. I knew how to put that girl away. And it was so funny. My cousin made me laugh. She said, baby, you always gotta pack your stuff away, baby. We don't, after we done with our things, we put our things away. After you done with that, put that away. Put your groceries up. Baby, I used to put my testicles in my pockets up in the corner. Each one went in the corner of a pocket, and I would pull my penis between the skin of my testicles and make it look like vagina lips. So I was manifesting my vagina before I actually got it. I've always, and even with my vagina, even with my opening, my space, whatever you want to call it, um, I'm whole. You know, I'm they them, and this was the year that I dropped the she and I focus on the they them, a man, a woman. So, bitch, 4 plus 7 is 11. 1, 1. Bitch, I'm one of one. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night and thank you for a beautiful, amazing birthday. Down the down that I think cool keep spinning and turning in God Yanko Kalukalo, which means I am a child of God goddess. And if I am, you know you are. Mwah.